Hello, welcome back. It's Adventures with Dr. Joe doing a comparison of two Ryobi battery-powered cordless jigsaws. This is the one that I've actually had for years. This is the OJ1802, uses the 18-volt system. It has worked well for me, but the new one is significantly better. This is the P5231 Cordless Jigsaw by Ryobi. It is their newest jigsaw. They have a 524 which is brushless, but this has some features that I think are quite fantastic, including the blade saver, and we'll review those. Both of these cordless jigsaws accept the same batteries, the Ryobi lithium 18 volts. And you can hear this is variable speed based on the position of the trigger. This is a protection. This is their safety, so push it in and then you can go. So that's that one. Same battery fits in the newer Ryobi. And this is on off with a trigger lock. The variable speed control is here. You can hear it much more robust, much more powerful. Beautiful LED light that is really a positive feature. The other one doesn't have that. And a much more stronger, fuller form factor. This is bigger, nicer to grip. The original has a small overmolded section here. The new one completely overmolded. Very good grip, very good ergonomics, very nice handle dimensions, really quite good. The new Ryobi comes with this speed match, sharing with you what materials to be cut at what speeds, and you've got the speed control again on the top. Now, both have oscillation. Oscillation is the forward motion of the blade during the cut. The more the oscillation, the more robust, the stronger, the faster the cut, but the less controlled the cut. The more aggressive, the rougher the cut. Less orbital action has a smoother, finer cut, and both have that option here. 4 positions, 0 to 3. 3 is the maximum orbital excursion. And the original Ryobi also has 4 positions, 0 and all the way up to 3. So that's interesting. It seems like the orbital excursion on the new one is more robust, but the original one has orbital excursion nonetheless. No light on the older one. So for blade changes, a couple things have changed. The new Ryobi takes the T-type bit, such as Bosch makes. The Ryobi has this U blade, such as Black & Decker and others. The blade change mechanism is weak, and I've had this break apart and had to put it back together, and it is not easy. But it pulls up, the blade fits in here like this, and then you let go. And it does work. But it always scares me when I do it because this is not a very strong part. It is, the orange part is a single piece of plastic, and there is a pin that holds it together, but it doesn't completely go all the way through, and I've had mine pop off a number of times, and then putting it back together is frustrating. The new blade change on the new Ryobi is pretty robust, and again accepts T-blades. This is the lever. It just advances forward. Look at it this way. It advances forward, accepting the blade. And we'll do it like this. Advances forward, it rotates, actually pivots. The T part of the blade goes into it and it locks it. And then it's spring loaded. When you're done with it, it actually pops the blade out, which is quite interesting. The oscillating arms are similar. This one on the new Ryobi appears a little more robust, and that's what creates the oscillating action on these jigsaws. One feature, both have the ability to rotate the base. There's a small Allen wrench here to loosen these two nuts to pivot this to various angles, and it has detents at the standard angles. This new one has also an included Allen key or Allen wrench to release the two Allen head bolts here. Then this base is slid forward and actually locks in place in a more secure fashion than the previous jigsaw. So we'll loosen those, advance it forward. It can be rotated at this point wherever we want, and then advance it forward again, and it locks in position. So we bring it back, pivot, rotate, and then advance it to our desired angle. 99% of the time, guys, we're always going to leave it at 0. We get that. But it can pivot to 45 degrees to make that beveled cut. When we're cutting with a jigsaw, normally we're cutting material that is not the full thickness of the blade. Typically we're cutting half, 3/4 inch material. So this section of the blade is used and can be dull, and then we would typically toss it. But the blade saving feature of this jigsaw is quite fantastic. We can loosen these two screws and adjust the height of the base, which then utilizes a different section on the blade, doubling or even tripling the potential blade life. And you can see the base comes out here, and it has various positions it can go back in. And then we'll be using a completely different part of the blade. So just because the blade's dull, it's dull in one segment, but not the entire blade. We can continue to use that blade by using a different segment of the blade. That is a really very interesting feature. I find this unique to Ryobi. I haven't seen it on other manufacturers, and it's an interesting feature that will certainly prolong the life of various blades. So, to summarize, Ryobi has made a significant jump in the quality of their cordless jigsaws from this unit to this unit. A much more substantial footprint, a bigger form factor, a really great overmolded grip, variable speed with a locking mechanism so you can keep it going at the same speed, and you don't have to keep your finger pressed on it. You can adjust the speed during the cut. Sometimes you might need a faster rate, slower rate. It's all there. The adjustment for the orbital setting is significant. 4 positions from 0 to 4. It has a built-in bright LED light, which I think is a great benefit, and the blade saver. So quite a big advancement for Ryobi from this unit to this unit. And I'm very excited to be using this in the future because it appears very solid, well made, and it uses the 18-volt batteries, which I have plenty of. So thank you for your attention. If you wish, please subscribe. So, thank you for your attention. You see the differences between the two jigsaws is very substantial. If you wish, please comment, please subscribe, please click like. Until next time, stay safe.